In this video, I'll explain to you what is the need for consolidation of financial statements. Now, we all know that every company prepares its own standalone balance sheet. When I say standalone balance sheet, what I mean is that you prepare your balance sheet, including various assets and liabilities, and whatever investments you've done. I mean, these could be trade investment, non-trade investments, the companies which you are controlling or the companies which you are not controlling. These are all disclosed as a part of the investment. Let me show you how a typical standalone balance sheet would look like. So if you look at a balance sheet, something, let's say for example, if you are looking at 31st March 2012, the balance sheet looks like something like this. On the asset side, you have fixed assets, you have investments. Okay, instead of disclosing what these investments represent, we just mention investments. Then there are current assets, creditors, and equity share capital. So a standalone balance sheet is something which we've been preparing right from the day since we started preparing balance sheet. Whether this was as a part of your class 11th exercise, class 12th exercise, CA entrance, of course, it's a multiple choice question right now. But let's say for even your CA, IPCC, whatever you've been doing, you've been preparing a standalone balance sheet of a company. But when we talk about those investments, which I just showed you in the other balance sheet, there is a requirement that, the company or the stakeholders or the shareholders, they want to understand what is the economic resources controlled by the group as a whole. So the need to disclose economic resources controlled by an organization results in the requirement to prepare consolidated financial statements. So what is the need? The need is if you are controlling some other company. Please remember, if there is no control, then the requirements of consolidated financial statements are not triggered, right? So control has to be there, right? Control-based ownership governs whether consolidation should be carried out. Refer slide 7 for the meaning of control. That I will explain to you subsequently in a different video where we will take this aspect in detail, which results in preparation of consolidated financial statement. So a company, let's say for example, this is a holding company which has two subsidiaries. Okay, this company is required to consolidate the operations of these two subsidiaries where it exercises control over these subsidiaries. What is the meaning of control? We will see that in subsequent slides. I'll come to this point later. First, we will be required to read point number 3. Neither AS 21, Accounting Standard 21 of India, nor the Companies Act 1956 mandate preparation of CFS. This is interesting. So it is not the Companies Act or Accounting Standard 21 which says that you have to prepare consolidated financial statements. These basically prescribe. Accounting Standard 21 just gives the procedure for consolidation. AS 21 gives the procedure for consolidation. So let's say you are a company which is required to prepare consolidated financial statements. Then the procedure that you have to follow to prepare the statement is what is given in Accounting Standard 21. Accounting Standard 21 nowhere says that this company has to prepare, this company has to prepare, and so on. Clause 32 of SEBI provides that it is mandatory to prepare consolidated financial statement for the parent company. So the requirement to prepare CFS comes from clause 32 of SEBI, right? In addition to its individual financial statements. Now, interesting. This means that CFS or the consolidated financial statement have to be prepared in addition to the individual financial statement. So you need to prepare your individual financial statements in any case. And what follows from this is that unlisted companies, to be listed companies, not required to prepare CFS, though they can also prepare CFS on a voluntary basis. So if you want, you can definitely prepare it on a voluntary basis, but mandatorily you are not required to maintain these consolidated financial statements. Therefore, it follows that a listed company or a listed holding company prepares consolidated financial statements. Just to summarize these things, the need for consolidation flows from clause 32 of SEBI, right? Neither Accounting Standard 21 nor the Companies Act prescribe that you have to prepare CFS. The criterion for preparing CFS is the control exercised by one organization over the other. Meaning of control we'll see subsequently, right? And every company has to prepare a standalone balance sheet in any case. Just because you are preparing your CFS does not mean you need not prepare your standalone balance sheets, right? Thank you for being with us today. We'll look forward to having you in many more lectures after this. You can visit our website www.iedubook.com for many more such lectures. Look forward to having you there. If there are any comments or feedbacks, more than welcome. Thank you.